Hello there, welcome back to the channel. On this video we are looking at Dogecoin and what I personally think could happen going into the next week. So of course last week brought a lot of action. Looking at the charts we can see Dogecoin was pretty flat for the majority of the week. However, we are actually finishing the week up. We started off for the previous 5 days on 5 cent and 0.2. We are finishing up right now around 5 cent 0.1. So of course things are up right now, which is good. We're asking the question if this trend could continue on into next week. Well, of course, I am no financial advisor. Like I've said, this is only my opinion. But if you may enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a like on the video and of course subscribe to the channel. Now that I have mentioned that though, let's jump quickly into this video. So yeah then, the past 5 days have been relatively flat for this coin, which is good. Now of course, looking at the past month, however, we are still seeing a lot of action. The coin is down significantly still. We can see, obviously we hit highs of around 8 cent, and now we are coming down to the 5 cent range. Still though, on the 6-month chart, we are up significantly from January, where we can see that the coin was valued at less than 1 cent, and actually now it is obviously still 5 times the price of that. Now it's nowhere near as high as it was at the 7 cent range or the 8 cent range, but right now the coin is looking pretty stable. I think this is the trend which we are probably going to see with Dogecoin going forwards into the next week. I definitely think it does have that potential to pick itself back up in price. I think that would be a fantastic thing to see. I've said it before as well, I think this is a kind of coin where you buy a small amount and obviously hold it for some time just to see what happens. Nothing is guaranteed in my opinion with this coin. There still is some potential that it could pick up going forwards. I think it does still have a lot of chances to become widely adopted in the real world. Of course, in the past few weeks and months, we have seen more and more establishments taking payment in Doge, and I think this is a start of something which could potentially carry on and could definitely give the coin some real world value, which of course could send the price of the coin even further upwards. But right now, of course, a lot of the hype is not dead, let's say, but it's less prevalent than it was only a few weeks ago. Not necessarily a bad thing. I still do believe that there is a lot of potential for this coin going forwards, but I think the next week will hopefully be relatively flat for this coin. Now, I would like to see us up again ever so significantly. I think if we can break past the 5.5 cent range in the next week, that would be fantastic. And even if we can stay stable in the 5 cent range where we currently are, that would be another good thing to see. Now, if we were to go back down into the 4 cent range, I don't think that would be the best opportunity. And personally, I would avoid buying if it went down that far. But of course, I don't think that this one isn't a bad buy overall. So of course, if you are willing to buy this one, yes, in the next few years, it could see big potential. But if it was to dip on Monday back down to the 4 cent range, personally I would avoid it for the day and just see what happens for the rest of the week, because right now we are in uncertain market times anyway. But I think Dogecoin is one of these coins which could be quite flat for some time. Again, that's not a worrying thing, and obviously if some news does come out in the next few days, that could absolutely change. We have seen in the past how quickly Doge can be influenced by good news or bad news, and how the price of the coin does fluctuate accordingly. So of course, at the moment, I am still pretty optimistic. I do believe there is a lot of real world potential going forwards into the next few years. But again guys, if you are looking to buy this currency, in my opinion, it is one which you buy now, or at least buy at a suitable point, and hold for a long time. And of course, just don't expect massive gains. They absolutely could come, but of course, please do view it as a speculation. So again, if next week can remain relatively flat in the high 4 cent range up until about the mid 5 cent range, that would be fantastic. I would love to see us at that point. And of course, if we can remain even higher, getting to the high 5 cent range, maybe even breaking past the 6 cent range, fantastic. It would be a perfect opportunity to obviously hold this coin and just see where it goes, and obviously it would set us up for some growth, hopefully going into the next few weeks. But of course guys, I would be buying the dip, but if it was to plummet on Monday, which is absolutely possible, I would avoid it for that time period, and of course buy on the mid part of the week where we do have a bit of a idea of where this coin will be trending. But again, I would like to see this one being up. So is it a buy right now? Obviously it is a speculative play, as I have mentioned many a time, but honestly it is not the worst price that we have been seeing. But if you are investing in this coin, in my opinion at least, you do need to be prepared for it to sit flat for a few weeks going forwards into the future, because there is also a possibility that could happen. So I hope you enjoyed this very quick video guys. I will be back to update you on this coin, how it moved tomorrow. So thank you for watching this one. I hope you will join us for that one. I will see you then. Goodbye until then.